Oh, my beautiful radiant Leo souls, welcome back. Welcome home to this sacred space where the whispers of the cosmos are translated just for you. If you have found your way to this message at this very moment, on this powerful day of October 13th, 2025, I want you to take a deep, intentional breath with me. Breathe in the golden light of your own magnificent spirit, and as you exhale, release the weight of the world, the noise of other people's expectations, the lingering shadows of self-doubt. Let it all dissolve, because your presence here is not an accident. It is a divine appointment, a sacred alignment between your soul's deepest questions and the universe's loving answers. Can you feel it, magnificent soul? A subtle shift in the very air around you, a hum of cosmic electricity that sings a song of your own becoming. This is not just another day, this is a threshold, and the universe has brought you here to receive not just a message, but a confirmation, a triple confirmation that the path you are on is blessed, that your inner light is about to break through the clouds in a way that will leave the world in awe. Before we journey into the heart of this divine truth, if you can feel the resonance of this promise deep within your lion's heart, if your spirit is stirring in recognition, I invite you to make a sacred pact with your own glorious unfolding. Press that like button, not as a simple click, but as a powerful seal upon your intention. See it as you telling the universe, yes, I am ready to receive. I am ready to step into my full radiance. And if you know another Leo, another brilliant soul who may be questioning their own light, share this message with them. See it as lighting a torch from your own flame to illuminate their path. For when one lion roars its truth, it gives courage to the entire pride. Finally, if this journey feels like a homecoming for your soul, then commit to this path of awakening. Subscribe to this channel, your sanctuary for cosmic wisdom, and let us walk this sacred road together. And in the comments below, declare your readiness to the heavens by typing, I am ready to embody my brilliant truth. Let this be your first act of stepping in to the incredible power that awaits you. Now, my dear Leo, let us begin. The first whisper from the universe today is one of profound clarity. It says, the path is clear. It is time to stop searching for reasons to wait. Think about that for a moment. How often have you stood at the edge of a great decision, a bold leap, and told yourself, I'll do it when I have more money, when I have more time, when the stars are perfectly aligned, when I feel more confident? My beautiful friend, that is the language of the ego, the part of us that fears the sheer magnitude of our own power. But your soul, your magnificent sun-ruled soul, it knows the truth. It has always known. Life is not meant to push you. You, Leo, are the one who is meant to command the currents of life. You are the sovereign of your own inner kingdom. And today is a crucial, pivotal moment where the universe is gently, lovingly, but firmly urging you to pick up your scepter and take back your throne, to reconnect with the purest, most undiluted essence of who you are, a being of light, courage, and creative fire. Lately, perhaps you have felt a dimming of that inner flame, a sense of disconnection from your own strength. as if the winds of circumstance have been blowing too hard, threatening to extinguish your fire. But listen to me now, that was merely a test, a cosmic illusion. And today, the spell that kept you feeling inadequate, that made you believe you were anything less than royal, is breaking. It is shattering into 1,000 pieces, dissolving like mist in the morning sun. You are beginning to see with renewed clarity, as if a veil has been lifted from your eyes. This is not a fleeting change of mood, my dear Leo. This is a profound spiritual awakening. It is a deep, cellular-level transformation where you are remembering your divine purpose. You are refocusing on what truly soul-deep matters. This newfound perspective is a sacred gift. It will allow you to make wiser, more soul-aligned decisions. It will teach you how to protect your sacred energy, to gift it only to those people and those passions that truly deserve the warmth of your heart. As the great spiritual masters have always taught this kind of personal rebirth, this phoenix-like rising from the ashes of your old self is the absolute foundation for building a life of unshakable joy and purpose. Let's dive deeper into the sacred currents of the tarot, shall we? For the cards have laid themselves out for you today, not as a rigid prediction, but as a beautiful, intricate map of your soul's journey. The first card to step forward is the magnificent Queen of Wands. Ah, Leo, do you see? This is not just a card, this is a mirror reflecting the most brilliant truth of your soul. The Queen of Wands is the very essence of you. She is a sovereign being, seated not on a throne of cold gold, but on a throne carved from pure, unadulterated sunlight. She is brave, she is bold, her presence is magnetic, and she holds her creative fire not as a weapon, but as a sacred torch to light the way for herself and for others. The universe is showing you this card today to remind you, you are this queen. You have a natural gift for leadership, an innate ability to inspire everyone you meet. Your creative energy is a potent force of nature, and you are entering a phase where your self-esteem, your sense of your own divine worth, is blossoming. The Queen urges you to continue cultivating your passions with unwavering devotion, to trust the fire of your instincts, for they are your direct line to the divine. They will never, ever lead you astray. When you embody this queen, you do not need to seek validation from the outside world because you become your own source of light. And then walking hand in hand with this queen comes the powerful and gentle card of strength. Look closely at this card, my friend. It does not depict a warrior battling a lion with brute force. It shows a serene figure gently, lovingly closing the mouth of the lion. This is the second great truth the universe wants you to embrace today. Your greatest power does not lie in your roar, but in the quiet, unshakable courage of your heart. This card symbolizes not just physical resilience, but the mastery of your own powerful emotions. It represents the patience to tame the wild, passionate, sometimes impulsive lion within you. It reminds you that your willpower, when guided by compassion and love, is your most formidable ally. You may be facing obstacles, or perhaps your grand plans seem to be shifting and changing in unexpected ways. The Strength card is your promise that your ability to remain calm, to stay centered in the midst of the storm, to lead with grace and determination, that is what will see you through. Others see this in you, Leo. They admire your capacity to face challenges without losing your warmth, your dignity. This is your superpower. Now, as we journey further, we encounter the Seven of Pentacles. This card speaks of a sacred pause, a period of patient evaluation. You have been planting seeds, my dear Leo. You have been tending to the garden of your dreams with such dedication, pouring your heart and soul into your projects, your relationships, your personal growth. And now you may be looking at the soil, feeling a flicker of impatience, wondering, when will the blossoms appear? When will I see the harvest? The Seven of Pentacles is the universe's gentle hand on your shoulder, whispering, trust the process. Everything is growing beautifully in its own divine time. This is a moment to step back and reflect on all that you have planted, to honor your hard work, and to have faith in the unseen magic that is happening beneath the surface. The reward is coming, Leo. It is absolutely guaranteed, but it requires your patience, your trust. Rushing the harvest will only yield unripe fruit. Your faith is the final ingredient needed for this magnificent bloom. And how will you navigate this period of patient waiting? The Two of Pentacles appears showing you the way. This card depicts a figure effortlessly juggling two large coins with the infinity symbol weaving between them. This is you, Leo, learning the cosmic dance of balance. You may be managing multiple responsibilities: your career, your family, your personal goals, your social life. It can feel like a lot to handle. But this card is not about struggle. It's about flow. It encourages you to be flexible, to adapt to the changing rhythms of life, rather than resisting them. Instead of seeing your responsibilities as a heavy burden, see them as part of a beautiful, graceful dance. By maintaining your emotional and practical balance, by learning to move with life instead of against it, you will keep your energy stable, your heart at peace, and your spirit light. This adaptability is the key that unlocks the door to effortless manifestation. And what lies behind that door, oh my magnificent Leo? Prepare your heart. The next card is one of the most glorious and auspicious in the entire deck. It is the sun. This is it. This is your breakthrough. This is the universe shouting a triumphant yes to you. The Sun card heralds a time of unparalleled clarity, joy, success, and radiant positive energy that is about to illuminate every single corner of your life. After any period of uncertainty, after any challenges you have faced, the sun promises a divine homecoming. It is a celebration of your own light, a time of renewed, unshakable optimism. This card affirms that your talents, your efforts, your very essence will now shine so brightly that they cannot be ignored. You will be seen. You will be recognized. You will be celebrated for exactly who you are. This is your time to step into the spotlight, not with arrogance, but with the humble, radiant joy of a soul that has found its way back to its own truth. Bask in the warmth of your accomplishments, my friend. Let your natural golden light shine upon everyone around you. You have earned this. And finally, to ground all of this magnificent energy, the card of justice appears. This card, with its perfectly balanced scales, reminds you that the universe is a place of impeccable order and harmony. Fairness, truth, and integrity are the laws that govern your current situation. Justice points to the resolution of any lingering issues, whether they involve legal matters, contracts, agreements, or simply ethical decisions you have been wrestling with. It is an encouragement to stay true to your own moral compass, to act with unwavering integrity, and to trust that the universe will tip the scales in your favor. If you have been wronged, trust that cosmic balance will be restored. If you are dealing with any disputes or formalities, this card indicates they will be resolved successfully and fairly, reinforcing your sense of peace and confidence. It is a promise that every act of kindness, every decision made from a place of truth has been recorded in the great cosmic ledger, and the rewards are now due. So you see, Leo, this is not just a random collection of cards, it is a story. The story of you, the magnificent Queen of Wands, learning to master your inner world with gentle strength, patiently tending to your garden, with the Seven of Pentacles, dancing with life's rhythms through the Two of Pentacles, and finally stepping into your glorious, well-deserved moment in the sun, all under the watchful, benevolent eye of cosmic justice. This is your triple confirmation. This is your truth. Now let's see how this beautiful sacred energy weaves its way through the different areas of your life's tapestry. When it comes to the sanctuary of your physical and emotional well-being, the universe acknowledges the sacred steps you have been taking. Perhaps you've been drawn to foods that feel more alive, more natural, and have consciously turned away from things that depleted your energy. If you have made these changes, no matter how small, I want you to pause and congratulate yourself. You are learning that taking care of your body is not a chore. It is a profound act of self-respect, a way of honoring the sacred temple that houses your magnificent soul. And now, be open. A friend, a soul sister, or brother may soon extend an invitation, perhaps to a yoga class, a meditation circle, or some other practice that unites the body and the mind. Please, my dear Leo, accept this invitation. It is a nudge from your angels. It will bring you a new level of balance, flexibility, and a deep sense of inner peace that you have been craving. It's not just about the physical movement, it's about finding a sacred rhythm that connects you to your body while strengthening your soul. That said, be gentle but firm with any habits that still drain your royal energy. Your body is in constant conversation with you. It whispers its needs to you all day long. When it asks for more sleep, listen. When it asks for more water, listen. When it asks for permission to simply rest, for goodness sake, listen. That is the highest form of wisdom. In the realm of your career, your life's work, a powerful cycle of transformation is upon you. You are a natural-born leader, Leo, but even leaders must evolve. You may feel a stirring of uncertainty at first, a sense of standing on shifting sands. But it is precisely in these moments of profound change that the planets conspire to force you to unleash your full, untapped potential. Do not be surprised if an opportunity arises that feels different. It could be a project in a distant city or even abroad. It might be a collaboration that requires you to step far outside of your comfort zone. It might seem risky, it might feel daunting, but listen to your soul's response. If there is a flicker of excitement, a spark of what if, that is your sign. This path promises not only financial growth, but more importantly, a profound personal expansion. Analyze it carefully, yes, but listen to your intuition above all else. Do not be afraid to try something new if you feel it is calling you to a higher version of yourself. The planet Jupiter, the great expander, is blessing your endeavors. And it's possible that people from the artistic, creative, or musical worlds may appear, sparking collaborations that feel divinely inspired. Even if it seems far removed from your usual work, this experience can open doors to possibilities you never even imagined. And this flows directly into the river of your finances. The energy here encourages patience and strategic care. The Seven of Pentacles is a clear sign that your investments of time, money, and effort are on the verge of bearing fruit. The results may not be instant, but you must continue to nurture your projects with care, knowing that the seeds you are sowing today will become the mighty trees that provide you with shade and abundance for years to come. The Two of Pentacles reminds you that adaptability is your greatest financial asset right now. Embrace change. A flexible approach will open unexpected doors to prosperity. The glorious Sun card is your ultimate promise of imminent financial clarity and success. Any fog of uncertainty will soon be burned away, and you will see your path forward with crystal clarity. And justice reinforces that fairness will govern your transactions. If you are involved in contracts or negotiations, trust that ethical decisions and unwavering honesty are your most valuable currency. Your luck is directly aligned with your consistent effort and your moral integrity. Keep your head held high, your heart true, and your goals clear. The financial blessings that await you are not a matter of luck. They are a matter of cosmic law. They will be well-deserved, sustainable, and a true reflection of the value you bring to the world. Now let us speak of the most sacred space of all your heart. The truth is, my dear Leo, you are in a profound period of emotional review. You are looking back not to live in the past, but to understand your present. There are situations, perhaps old heartaches or misunderstandings, that you haven't fully processed. There may be wounds you thought had healed, but that still whisper to you from time to time, influencing your current decisions. Please hear me when I say this: to heal, to forgive, and to let go is not a sign of weakness. It is the pinnacle of emotional maturity. You are in the perfect cosmic moment to take that final step to release the old stories and to build an even stronger, more unbreakable bond with yourself and with those you choose to let into your inner circle. If you are in a relationship, you may be feeling a deep sense of being cherished and loved. Your partner sees you, Leo. They value you for the magnificent soul you are. They admire your fire, your loyalty, your generous heart. The universe asks you now not to take this beautiful connection for granted. Nurture it. Water it with conscious communication, with presence, with small gestures of affection that rekindle the flames that first brought you together. Let go of old rigid beliefs about what love should be and open yourself to what it truly is in this moment, a sacred dance of two souls. And if you are single, my magnificent Leo, listen closely. Your desire to find a soul who truly understands you is beautiful and pure. But sometimes that intense longing can turn into a subtle pressure, and that pressure can inadvertently push love away. You may not even realize it, but someone very special is already in your orbit. They are not the loudest person in the room. They are humble, sincere, and they have been observing you from a gentle distance, appreciating your authenticity, your laugh, your light. Your only task now is to leave space for that connection to blossom naturally. Let go of the hunt. Simply be your radiant self. Engage in conversation. Share your passions. Show the world the beautiful, vulnerable heart that beats beneath your strong exterior. Love is often born not in a grand, dramatic moment, but in the quiet, unexpected closeness of two souls who recognize each other. Trust this. Finally, in your family and your sacred circle, your pride, your role as a pillar of courage and stability is highlighted by the Queen of Wands and Strength. You are the heart of your family. Your ability to lead with compassion and patience inspires everyone around you and helps maintain peace even in challenging times. The sun promises moments of deep joy and celebration with your loved ones. Despite any occasional conflicts, the underlying warmth and loyalty of your connections will shine through. Just remember the lesson of the Two of Pentacles. Balance your sacred duties to your family with your own non-negotiable needs. By keeping your own cup full, you ensure that your energy remains positive and that you have an overflow of love to give. As we bring our journey to a close for today, my dear Leo, I want you to truly feel the power of this moment. This has been more than a reading. It has been a sacred activation of your soul's highest truth. You are the Queen of Wands. You possess the gentle heart of strength. You are the patient gardener of your dreams. You are the graceful dancer of life. You are the radiant, glorious sun. And you are held in the perfect, unwavering balance of justice. Embrace this fully. Surrender to the magic of your own transformation. This is your time to shine your brightest, to share your incredible gifts with the world, and to live the life you were always destined to live. I would be so honored to hear from you. What part of this sacred message resonated most deeply with your soul today? What truth has been awakened within you? Please share your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Your story could be the very spark another Leo needs to see. Let us create a sanctuary of transformation, a pride of radiant souls right here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to be a small part of your magnificent journey. It has been a true gift to hold this sacred space with you. Go forth and be brilliant. You are the creator of your reality. You are the sun. and you are fully capable of achieving all of your wildest, most beautiful dreams.